Global Orman in that lead jam position. Being the lead jammer means you have the ability to call the jam off. Global Orman getting knocked to the inside of the track, forcing her to go back behind the other opposing team members. You cannot enter the track in front or gain position when you're out of bounds. Oh, big hit there. Goes down as she stays on the track. She's free to proceed. Ivy insides her attack. We've got a couple of zombies in the box right now. But the two jammers are battling it out. Ivy trying to push her way through, getting caught up a little bit, almost on her own teammate there, and the jam is over. Big hit. Global Orman goes down and calls off the jam. For the vampires trying to push her way through. Right up in that lead jam position, Blood Axel for the vampires. Putting some distance between her and that pack. Flossie trying to catch up and make that distance up. No luck, almost to the inside. Comfortable shoes. Trust your feet to Gimry's on 14th in downtown Astoria. We've got Candy Christ jamming for the zombies. And Lock Yourself jamming for the vampires. So Lock Yourself goes down outside. She tries to get back onto the track. Candy Christ is meeting a lot of resistance there from the vampires. Oh, there goes Candy Christ. And Lock Yourself jamming it out in front here. Fighting hard for that inside corner. Zombies in control and they call the jam. Antichrist definitely had the power in that. She lost the move out to the inside where she got past, but she still had that lead jam position, allowing her to call the jam off. Well, we've got a tight bout so far, 11-10. The jam gets underway. Ivy insides her attack. Battling for position. Looks like the zombies jammer also goes out of bounds. the pack, not the jammers, but the pack is spread out over 20 feet in distance. When a no-pack call happens, that means the pack from either team can no longer play defense or block the jammer. And after that, Countzilla goes to the penalty box. Zombie jammer also gets a penalty.
is as they stop, they prevent the zombies from spreading out too far and playing too much defense, because the pack can only be spread out over 20 feet, and at that point, a no pack call is made.
And Bloody Axel calls off the jam as Global Mormon comes back onto the track.
Normally it's just me back here, but tonight I'm joined by Tay, the blade sharpener, and Bruce Willis. Where you at, Bruce?
What's going on out there? Shanghai fans, what's going on?
We'll get back to you later, Bruce. He's hanging out in the crowd, though. Look for him. He's wearing a lovely wig.
We've got a big pile up around the corner. As the vampires come out with lead jammer.
Fighting hard. So lock yourself in that lead jam position. They're the vampires doing an awesome job. Definitely sliding through, picking up those 5 points. Organically grown, trying to make up that distance.
And they call off the jam.
Yo, Bruce Willis, where you at?
Princess Barbie will be jamming for the vampires here.
Princess Barbie Plus. This is the upgraded version, sucker.
Ooh, and Antichrist for the zombies. They take opposite, one takes in, one takes outside, but
Barbie Plus in that lead jam position for the vampires. I told you it was upgraded, sucker.
that's super.
Vampire Plus. Barbie Plus obviously has a hot thirst for blood. She needs it as she runs. An inline 12-cylinder blood-sucking machine.
Antichrist makes it out of the pack. She's coming around trying to close it off, but Barbie just about has half a lap distance ahead, but she gets a penalty. Vampires jammer going to the box.
Barbie Plus was going too fast. That's all we're going to say about that. Antichrist, now in a power jam situation, she is not the lead jammer, but because the lead jammer is hanging out in the penalty box, she has the ability to skate for the duration of this jam.
Antichrist gets another scoring pass. Barbie Plus comes out.
I was disguising that so they couldn't hear. Barbie Plus trying to push away through the back of the pack, but Antichrist found a loophole. Slipping right around the outside. 5 more points for the zombies. Barbie Plus trying to work her way around, getting a nice sidestep on the first defender, but she gets taken out. Barbie Plus still trying to get out through that pack, and she gets it. 4 more points on that last pass for the vampires, and 4 more for the zombies as Antichrist is closing that distance up on Barbie Plus. Hey, Bruce Willis, where are you at, Bruce?
So the hits are looking pretty big from up here. How about down there?
Yo, everybody, Bruce is over there in the corner. Say hi to Bruce Willis.
Hi, Bruce!
It's Bruce Killos.
Global Mormon will be jamming again. The whistle starts the jam. Oh, the vampires take out to the lead jammer, but St. Global Mormon's not far behind. Global warming still meeting a lot of resistance trying to get through that pack. The vampires are content to keep this going.
Little ass kicker from the zombies taken down. Ivana Thrasher. 5 more points from Ivana Thrasher. The blood-sucking Germanite. She's here for you. Right around the outside one more time. Not even paying any bother. 4 more points on that last pass for the vampires. Showing how strong they are.
Shanghai Roller Dolls would like to thank Wicked Skatewear, a skater-owned and operated proud sponsor of the Shanghai Roller Dolls. Puppies, unicorns, magical fairies, Wicked Skatewear.
Checking with our scoreboard, 50s for the zombies, 75 for our vampires.
We've had a lot of action so far. This next jam starts out with Your Mom Double Taps Back for the zombies coming through the pack clean.
Trying to push her way in through for the vampires. Suki Smackhouse finally getting up to the pack for the vampires. Closing that distance, so already made her initial pass. Your mom double taps that.
Looks like we've got several skaters coming to occupy a place here in the penalty box. We're keeping those seats warm tonight. The jam's called off. Columbia Memorial Hospital, a proud sponsor of the Shanghai Roller Dolls, serving people, touching lives. All right, Antichrist will be jamming again, as well as IV Incisor Attack for the vampires. They're making a tight bunch here on the start. Blockers up close to the jammers. Doesn't give them a lot of room to accelerate, but they're finding some gaps. It looks like the zombies jammer makes her way through. Antichrist finds her way through again.
Antichrist, obviously with no followers except one. IV Scissor Attack. Getting a nice little step up on her to the inside. Antichrist trying to get a nice hip check and take down IV.
We might have a little jammer on jammer violence here. They're battling their way through. Oh, IV Incisor Attack. Fine.
Organically grown, taking IV down. Zombies playing some relentless defense there in the back of the pack.
Looks like 36-pack Blade was a bad girl. She's going to be spending a little 30-second vacation in the penalty box. Pardon me, 1-minute vacation in the penalty box here.
Power jam for the lead jammer, Antichrist. Zombies are going to take full advantage of that. IV hanging out in the penalty box.
Kenny Contusion trying to keep those scores to a minimum. But she makes her way through a no-pack situation as they break up. And Antichrist calls off that jam.
A whole bunch of penalties on that last play as our penalty box is full. IV and Scissors penalty just ended right at the end of the jam, but she was not able to re-enter. So we'll see 2 jammers at the start of the next jam. Hey, Bruce Willis!
Alex, I just want to remind you that these 2 sardines are selling some raffle tickets that are going on at halftime. So make sure you get your raffle tickets.
Princess Barbie Plus. And meeting a little resistance. Oh,
Barbie Plus out that lead jam position for the vampires!
zombies get a penalty there for a little block outside of the pack. No respect goes to the box. he's sorting out the situation. We may need to move a couple more chairs over here to the corner. There's only so much room.
Fortunately, we can't put more chairs over there.
There are what there are.
But,
all right, North Coast Lawn Care, mow for a living, not an afternoon. Another proud sponsor of the Shanghai Roller Dolls. We've got some familiar jammers up there again. Countzilla for the Vampires and Global Warming for the Zombies.
just 4 minutes until halftime.
Well, the score has closed up quite a bit.
Just 10 points between the two. 74 Zombies, 84 Vampires. The Zombies show they can fight back. The only problem is that we should have ran out of zombies by now, or vampires by now, considering that all of our vampires returned into zombies.
This batch of zombies, they're not slow and they're not lumbering. They've got all the speed and all the skill. And these vampires, it looks like it's getting night out, so we'll see what comes. A little bit of an extended break here.
Yo, Bruce Willis, where you at? Are you out there making money, Bruce? Bruce is probably out there making money right now.
I've infiltrated the zombie bench. It's a little quiet over here. Looks like they're working out some strategy. Taking advantage of this official review.
Bruce, have I ever told you how much I love your hair?
It looks like we've got everything sorted out.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Just through tonight.
Teams are ready.
Countzilla for the Vampires. Gonna try to push away through the top of that defensive zombie pack. And she slips out in that lead jam position. Countzilla for the Vampires. is not going to go to the penalty box on this jam because she's going to show you what that plus is all about. In that lead jam position, trying to control her pack a little bit, getting a little frustrated. She calls the jam. But power right there, power in the jam, and she was able to call it off before there was any points scored by either team. And obviously they're leading right now because they're vampires.
Minutes here till halftime. We got Bloody Axel jamming for the Vampires. No Respect jamming for the Zombies. No Respect. Makes her way back onto the track. Looks like the Vampires jammer takes out the lead by the jammer position.
Bloody Axel in that lead jam position. Zombies going through the inside, doing a nice little hop off the corner, but not quite making it as she goes down and loses that momentum.
This is probably a cut track there.
Cut track on No Respect will be a penalty and a power jam for the Vampires. Bloody Axel has some revolutions to make. 5 more points on that last pass. Split hanging out the penalty box along with the jammer for the Zombies. 2 down. Vampires going to take full advantage of Bloody Axel trying to jump her way through. Big collision. Picking up a penalty. Bloody Axel.
One jammer goes out, one jammer comes in. No Respect back on the track for the Zombies. As she meets a big 3-wall.
Trying to hold up that defensive line up at the top. No Respect though, skating to the end of that pack limit, and she gets a no pack call, which allows her to skate by those defenders.
We'd also like to thank...
That is without my beautiful face.
Alright.
Previously beautiful face.
Well, I think our crowd's getting a little bit eager for the second half of this bout. Oh yeah. And once again, the Shanghai Bulldogs would love to thank one of their crown sponsors, the Astoria Riverwalk Inn. Take a break from every day without breaking the bank. Ask about their roller derby specials. It's the Astoria Riverwalk Inn, Astoria's place to stay. And while you're walking there, you should probably trust your feet to Gimrey's Shoes on 14th in downtown Astoria. Gimrey's is your locally owned shoe store with the most comfortable shoes.
Come and celebrate the grand opening of Cold Water Surf and Skate. New on 9th Street here in Astoria, Saturday, November 8th, noon to 8 p.m. Come see what's new and tell us what we're missing. Popcorn promotions and prizes at Cold Water Surf and Skate. Again, that's Saturday, November 8th. Their grand opening, awesome skate shops. I grew up on a skateboard.
A new location on 9th.
My parents, they gave me away to a skateboard.
Hey.
I was adopted. sweet though. Like my blood's sweet too.
I hope Barbie will forgive me.
Just to give you a quick reminder who's hanging out with me back there on the announcer's table, as Princess B positive goes in the penalty box. I got Tay, the blade sharpener. Obviously, there's some correlation between that and Blade on the track.
I think both jammers have been called for a little bit of an infraction here, but that puts Princess Barbie positive out on the track again.
Be positive about the points you're about to lose, zombies. That's what the vampires are thinking. They may be in tank and get a little fight up here going on. Barbie positive back to the back of the pack one more time. Trying to fight her way up through the middle of the pack.
Yeah, it looks like the defensive formations have definitely tightened up a lot, but Barbie, be positive, breaks out of the pack finally. And your mom double taps that. Oh, a big pile up there on the inside. Everybody gets up and keeps skating. Definitely the defensive formations have tightened up a lot here in the second half so far. They're not finding those wide open spaces.
Your mom double taps that, getting knocked to the outside of the track. She'll have to come in back behind. And the refs are calling a track cut. Barbie positive, trying to push herself up through the front one more time. Heading back to the back, and she got knocked to the outside of the pack. And the jam is over. That was the full 2 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like you to check out the zipline tours on the Oregon coast with High Life Adventures. Enjoy a tour of 8 zip lines in a beautiful setting with High Life Adventures. Here comes the next jam, though.
Countless shove out, Jamie, for the vampires. Countless shove out, getting around that initial pass in that lead jam position for the vampires.
Oh, she tries to find a way through the inside, gets knocked out of bounds. Meanwhile, the Zombies jammer comes back on the track. Your mom double taps that. But Countess Chevelle, one more blocker to meet, and she's getting past the back again. Your mom double taps that, working real hard to get back up into the... Oh, but Countess Chevelle calls it off, does her damage.
4 more points on that last pass for the vampires. Hey, Bruce Willis, anything going on down there on the team benches we should know about?
You know, I was just at the penalty box. That seems like the most occupied spot in this whole place, but right now it's cleared up. Zombies are looking pretty good. They get a couple bad breaks, but I think they might make it.
Be careful down there, Bruce. They might. The next jam gets underway. Councilla. Oh! Organically grown. Gets out of the pack, but looks like she may have been called for an infraction. So that makes another power jam for the vampires. Councilla may try to take advantage of this.
Councilla in that lead jam position. Once again, this is a power jam. No opposing jammer on the track. Organically grown. Not skating against her at the moment. Councilla around the outside one more time. 5 more points for the vampires.
All right, organically grown, back on the track. Looking to make purchase against this roll of blockers. She's got 4 women trying to block her out there. Meanwhile, Councilla is still working her way through for another scoring pass.
sticking with our scoreboard here. 96 zombies, 139 vampires.
That's pretty sweet. You know what else is sweet? It's Manzanita Sweets, a proud sponsor of the Shanghai Roller Dolls. Take a trip down memory lane in Manzanita, Oregon, and enjoy all your childhood favorites at Manzanita Sweets. Now we have some infractions right there off of the starting whistle. Looks like we'll have one zombie coming to the box. But their jammer gets lead jammer position.
Crash Diet going to the penalty box for the zombies. Having a hard time going up at the top of that pack. Vampire not having any luck in their jammer trying to push through. Janice Joplin trying to work herself out to the inside. Finding a gap, but she can't keep her balance as she goes in offside it. Double decker.
Janice Joplin battling it out, but
Double decker getting an awesome inside jump.
quite an athletic move. All right, ladies and gentlemen. On our next jam, we're going to have Suki Smackhouse, number 77 for the Vampires, and Little Ass Kicker, 0.5 for the Zombies.
Suki Smackhouse trying to push herself up to the back of that zombie pack. Going down to the inside, Barbie be positive. Suki Smackhouse still trying to work herself up and she gets knocked to the inside. Suki Smackhouse finally getting that lead jam position for the Vampires. Little Ass Kicker far not far behind her though for the zombies.
She's not far behind. They're entering into the pack again. Oh, and Suki calls it off quickly. She gets 3 points and then calls it off before the other team can grab it.
Taking advantage of that lead jammer spot.
We've got, looks like we have a timeout possibly for the Zombies. Looks like an official review from this side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to also thank the Fort George Brewery for their support. Fort George crafts original beers distributed only in the Northwest, whether in cans or kegs, at our pub in Astoria or on your front porch. Our For that time out there.
So White has used a official review to challenge the misconduct call on White 9. In reviewing the action, it is ruled that misconduct did not happen, but there was contact to the head. White 9 will be issued a high block. That is her 7th penalty, and she has fouled out of the game.
Thank you, Dark, for that explanation. Looks like they're going to start with a real tight formation again off to the jammer whistle. But Slovak yourself there for the vampires. Flossie for the zombies.
Lock yourself for the vampires, trying to push yourself up through.
And Flossie takes the lead jammer. All right.
Countzilla hanging out in the penalty box, but Lock yourself still out there picking up points for the vampires. 5 more points on that last pass. 4 for that last pass for the zombies. Flossie calls the jam. Again, that was a defensive strategy in that lead jammer position.
All right. Global Warman will be jamming for the zombies. RB positive for the vampires. Princess, Barbie positive, breaks out of the lead jam.
Be positive, that's right. Vampire Massacre is not going to take place.
Well, they couldn't hold back Global Warman.
Global Warman get through Medallion, that lead jam position for the zombies. Barbie, be positive. Getting out in the front, picking up those 4 points and calling the jam. Strategic play from the vampires.
All right, action gets underway. Ivy incisor attack. Ginger spread, jamming for the zombies.
Check in with our scoreboard. The Rolling Dead are zombies, 114, and the Fight Club are vampires, 149.
Right, a big scramble, but it looks like double-decker for the zombies. Breaks out of there ahead of everybody else. Takes the lead jammer position. Bloody Axel still fighting a big collision there on the inside. Both jammers up and down. But double-decker takes a little bit of a respite to the penalty box, leaving just Bloody Axel out there for the vampires.
Power jam for Bloody Axel.
Power jam.
She just got to figure out a way around that zombie defense.
Looks like a little bit of a blocking penalty there for against No Respect. And that leaves Bloody Axel free to take an open spot, come around again.
5 more points on that last pass for the vampires.
Just 3 zombies out there right now, but double-decker making her way back out onto the track. We have a little jammer switch. So ladies and gentlemen, during the course of a jam, the pivot can switch the star, the jammer's cap. Looks like that happened there, but a penalty was called.
The pivot has the ability to become the jammer. They can get that star painting and put it on their helmet, and they can become the jammer mid-jam. But it looks like Countless Chevelle picked up a penalty while she was in the middle of being that pivot. 1 jammer in and 1 jammer out. Just here in a second as double-decker hanging out the penalty box. Countless Chevelle back out on the track for the vampires. There's the end of that jam. definitely helpful when you have one jammer on the track. Doesn't really help out when you have two, though.
Well, both teams are back up to full strength. Briefly, as Rottingham is called for a penalty down there on the far side.
Rottingham going the wrong way a little bit in the penalty box there, you know. But I run a Thrasher in that pivot position, sneaking that pivot around and getting out in front real quick. Not that lead jam position is flossy.
That forces her to call off the jam.
Definitely a strategic defensive play from the Zombies. Just about a 40-point difference right there, 41-point difference, 133, actually 39. 133 Zombies, 172 Vampires.
Countess Chevelle jamming for the Vampires. Looks like double decker coming around for the Zombies. She gets lead jammer. Double decker coming around. Oh, and Countess Chevelle, she's able to stay in. She stays on the track with a wonderful move.
Penny Christ picking up a penalty, trying to block out Countess Chevelle. She's trying to keep off the inside of that line. Kiss me directly back out of the track and Rottingham. Still in that lead jam position though, double decker for the Zombies.
She comes around and calls it off just before Countess Chevelle can enter the pack and score any points for her team.
A move up for the Zombies as they definitely made a leap forward right there. 5 points, or 143 for the Zombies, 176 for the Vampires. Zombies are going to try to close that distance up as we have just under 8 minutes left in the rest of this half.
Do we have a timeout, folks? All right, the captain. Well, all this sunshine we've been having, folks, makes me think about North Coast Lawn Care. Home for a living, not an afternoon. Another one of our proud sponsors of the Shanghai Bulldogs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying this bout. Just a few minutes remain in our 2014 season for the Shanghai Bulldogs. This is our season finale tonight. Before we give these ladies a little bit of rest and recuperation for 2015.
send her back around almost to the opposite side there on the inside of the corner. Defense from the Zombies is relentless as Temple of Boom is stuck in her own temple.
Got 4 points and coming around again. Meanwhile, Temple of Boom taking a relentless beating through there.
Temple of Boom looks like she picked up a penalty, maybe a back block there. Hard to see in the massive derby women.
Sometimes you do what you got to do, but that's not always okay with the referees.
Global Warman though still trying to work her way up through the inside. Zombies defense there trying to implement a no-pack situation once again.
Oh, a little bit of help from her squad.
Blaine trying to play a hard defense against Global Warman. 5 more points for the Zombies.
3 vampires hit the deck. 1 zombie scores a great pass. She's coming around again.
Global Warman not really working it too hard as there's a strong horde of zombies in front of her. She's trying to work her way out to the inside. She gets pushed off the track. As the jam is called, Temple and Boom not really having any time to get forward there.
Once again, a big shout out to one of our sponsors, Les Schwab Tire Center, Justin Grafton Studios, KRKC Hits 94.3, and Astoria Rena Center. Like we're going to have Flossie and Slovak yourself. Slovak yourself to the inside. She went out of bounds and didn't reset her position. Gets called for a track cut there. Great move, but just went out of bounds and didn't recognize.
Trying to whip her way apart through, making a nice pump in there. Flossie for the Zombies, definitely trying to work her way around the top of that defensive pack. Vampires unable to hold her back.
Here comes Flossie. There's 4 blockers waiting for her. She's just struggling to make purchase through the pack. The blockers got her wedged in tightly. Pushing and pushing. Big collision as Slovak yourself comes back on the track. But Flossie, J9, is coming around again. Lots of wonderful action. And she calls off the jam before Slovak yourself could do any damage on the other side.
Zombies starting to take control here in the last few minutes.
We've got a really tight score now, folks. It's getting real close.
Let's make some noise for the Zombies as they are bringing that score in. 164 to the Vampires, 176.
It's going to go down to the wire.
12 points from 40, ladies and gentlemen.
Countzilla looking
second row fight club.
There is no fight club.
There is no fight club.
We've got a fight club here tonight, though, folks.
Countilla getting around 4 more points on that last pass for the Vampires. Skate slow, organically grown, going to the penalty box one more time in the same jam.
Well, the minutes are getting short.
And that is the end of that jam. Full power jam. Less than a minute until the end of this period. And that score is close enough to see what happens. We have an official timeout. Check in with our scoreboard though. 164 Zombies. 198 Vampires. That's not that big of a gap actually. That can happen all right here. The Zombies could come back and win this, or the Vampires could suck the last drop of blood from every one of them and leave them where they stand. Do we have any more fans? Do we have a decision yet on which team you like? Can we get loud for the Vampires? How about for the Zombies? Can we get loud for the Zombies?
All right, folks, give everything you got on this last jam here.
There was like a low, unearthly roar crowd that came from the Zombie fans. It almost sounded like a dead crowd. Like, it was a roar, like, you know? So we're doing some official timeout stuff. And when that happens, you know, it's really exciting.
Well, we definitely like to thank the Seaside Chamber of Commerce, Mr. E Live Productions, Captured Moments Photography, and the Big O Saloon, as